Alright, I'm gonna have to ask you to indulge me here, if you'd be so kind. I have the Horn of the Abyss update 1.8 just came out. It added a new town, Bulwark. This isn't in line with my schedules. This isn't going to be properly edited. I'm just going to throw it up when I throw it up. But I just really want to play it. And I thought I'd take the opportunity to also record my first sort of reactions to it, I guess. I'm not really a trend chaser for the most part. I do think I have a curse on me where I am... anything I judge others for, I will end up doing. And so you can call this me chasing a trend, but I just really want to play it. And I think it's fun to see first reactions to something and to get it out there so other people can see, because I'm sure people are going to be looking like, okay, what's this game look like? And I haven't actually even played with Factory yet, so this is kind of a weird change of events, but I'm going to try this out. So, I don't really know anything about Bulwark. I know what the tier 7 can do roughly, but that's about it. And I know there's a couple changes that I read in the changelog, but I don't really know much else, so let's just take a quick look here. So Snow Elf specialty. I'm not going to take a creature specialist, I don't think, just because I want to see Diplomacy specialist. I have troubles believing that'll be interesting. It might be another surrender specialist. I mean, no, sorry, I think it'll be cool, but not for this first playthrough, because they have been doing things in different ways. Pathfinding specialist is interesting. Okay, more animals. Frostring specialist, interesting for sure. Ice Bolt. I'm having troubles imagining that being any good, but I don't think there's a way to double check that. Okay. Shield Specialist could be very powerful. Bloodlust. Now, I do know there is a Rune Specialist as well. I think. Or no, there's a new specialty. Okay, so I guess I'll go Pathfinding Specialist then. And let's see. Okay. I know Day of Reckoning has changed this screen, apparently, in their latest teaser, but I haven't seen what that is. I'll just take the gold. I'm actually going to play on expert. I don't want this to last a long time. I also just want to be able to enjoy and not be thinking too hard. So we'll go on expert. And also Horn of the Abyss team tends to make harder games anyways. So the main thing I'm hoping for, which is why I'm playing this Ice Assault map instead of a more traditional map, which would probably be my preference most of the time, because I don't actually tend to like the Horn of the Abyss team's maps. Like I said before, it's about 50-50. But they've added a new scripting system to the game, which means any map made from 1.8 onwards is going to be way better, essentially, given the same skilled, like a Null King or something. It's going to be a much better designed map in theory. So, or Papa Jamma, he's probably going to have to overhaul this entire Mysterious Island now. And that'll be fascinating to see, but of course we're not going to be able to see that for like a year. Yeah, I am very interested to see this new system in place, so I'm hoping that one of the new scenarios has it, because it'd be strange if they didn't. I'm going to play as Bulwark here. Not going to look too long at the creatures because I want to see them as they come in. And let's go. I'm not going to do too much reading here either. I don't tend to enjoy Here's My Magic plots, but this looks better written already just in the way it's spaced, so let's see. So we're under attack because portals have opened, right. And normally I do that whole reading thing and it goes off to the side. I'm not going to do that this time around. So we've got a Trapper's Lodge here, which is a new building which gives you like gremlins or something, I think, which I don't... That's probably great for like competitive players. It doesn't really appeal to me. Let's listen to the song. It was very trailer music-y, I think. It had some good elements, but very trailer music-y, like it was designed for a trailer, which I think it was at one point. So that's that. I'm not a fan of the Cobalt design to start with. I don't want to just be negative about everything. I do like the Horn of the Abyss game, so don't take anything I say here too harshly so far. But I think everything's been a bit over-designed so far, like 4 horns instead of 2. I'm also more of a fan of like Ibex sheep with like the curl, but that one's fine. But yeah, I think that's a little strange. Elf's very busy here. I think, okay, they just give you logistics. Very modern sort of map. Are you a ranged unit? Yes, but not too many shots on you. Okay. So I'm gonna grab, because I can. I'm gonna grab another hero, grab some of these kobolds. What do kobolds do? They generate gold every day. That is an interesting power. That's in Heroes 4 for the peasants. And it's also a mod for WoG, which for the peasants actually. So that is fun. Kind of tempting. I don't know if they have to be in your inventory or not. I'm gonna assume it's similar to the Crystal Dragon, in which case they just did a bug fix where you can now have your Crystal Dragon anywhere. So I'm going to guess they don't need to be in your inventory, but it kind of tempts me to not use them. How much do they cost exactly? Is that actually worth doing? So 40 gold a turn. So 40 days until that pays off. So really, you have to be on a big map for that to actually be something you want to do. So I think I will just send them to die, if that's the case. Okay. That's more of just a nice little cost offset over time. I'm sure you combine that with like the elves' treasury and like a longer turn. Oops, I didn't mean to move with you. I'm sure that really does pay off, but okay, what spells do we have? Magic Arrow. That's all I need. Okay, I have no idea how to fight these guys. Let's find out. I do feel like Docent Piccolin was a great director, and I'm sure they have all this nonsense on. Docent Piccolin was a great director. Was there always a grid between these? That feels new. Can I get rid of that? Doesn't look like it. Okay. That doesn't feel right to me. Anyways, he was a great director and a great musician and a great artist, and I think he really tried to keep things in the spirit of Heroes of Might and Magic, and so his editions felt like they were part of the original game. Whereas these editions feel more like a really high quality, like, VCMI mod. So far to me. It's a bit harsh to say that right off the bat, but that's what it seems like right now. Oh, they've got health bars. I don't like that at all. Is that a... Ew. Does that do that? No. Movement, creatures, catapult. Okay, hopefully I can get rid of that somehow. That's one of my least favorite features of like all the sequels. I'm gonna defend because he only has 4 shots. And I'm going to assume... Oh, that's so bad. I hate that so much. Okay, remember, I'm not here to rag on the game. I'm sure I'll find things to enjoy in a moment. Okay, rams are pretty strong. 3 to 4 damage. What are the tiers here? Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3? Must be something like that. Oh, there's a... Something's off there. They tried to make the road blend in with the snowy terrain, but then the road in the snowy terrain doesn't actually have that same texture. Okay. And I'm going to be right back. I'm going to see if I can actually fix that horrible health bar looking thing. I noticed that the HD mod has a lot more options now, so 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So I just wanted to point out something before we jump back into the game, which is the BG here on the Heroes Community Forums pointed out he took a Dryad from the Day of Reckoning and he put in a lineup with the original Rampart units as well as a Leprechaun from Horn of the Abyss, and he pointed out that it sticks out like a sore thumb, like it's completely over-detailed even though it's smaller than the other units. And he gives an example here of a great model that the Horn of the Abyss team made, where that has a detail, which is the big earring, but you can see it even down here. And so you just have a very clear, simple unit. And he points out that the original artist did make a mistake with the sprite from Here's My Magic, which is that she has this massive crown of flowers plus this garland of flowers here, shrink down to nothing here. So she's a bit too busy for no effect, essentially. And so he's saying, here you need to simplify and just have one big flower in her hair or something like that. And maybe have the colors be a bit more distinct because it's just this green blob right now. And I think that the Horn of the Abyss team in general, as you can see with the Leprechaun, has always been very careful to not fall for the trap that every artist falls for. It seems like every 3D artist after, I don't know, about the year 2000, which is just add more detail and more detail and more detail because the computer can handle it, so just cram in as much detail as you can. But often, simple looks much better. And you just have to restrain yourself. You have to show some restraint. And I think, unfortunately, the Bulwark units don't seem to be showing that restraint. And oftentimes, what I've seen in the past, like with the factory, is you'll see their design process where they start out completely over-designed, and then they refine it down to not over-designed. And when I saw the Bulwark teaser trailer, I expressed my concerns about this back like a year ago now, maybe 6 months ago. It was pretty quick turnaround. I expressed my concerns about the models seeming very rudimentary, and they said, oh yeah, well, they'll do the same refinement process, which they don't appear to have done. The Cove faction was actually released like several units at a time. It wasn't even released all at once. And I wonder if that would have been better for Bulwark. Now, that doesn't mean they can't just completely overhaul the units still in Bulwark once they get some feedback on the looks. But will they? I don't know. All right, I'm going to go launch the game now. I'll be back in a second. So the good news is the HP bars appear to be added by the HD mod, not Horn of the Abyss, and they are able to turn off as in almost everything in the HD mod. So thankfully not a problem there. They want the heads of the commanding leaders. Bring evidence of the death of Darla and you'll receive the money. Okay. So no fancy triggers yet. 20 to 49. I don't think I win that comfortably. I'm not really sure the strength of these goats. Beware if you're not a local. Okay, maybe if you're not... Well, I mean, you could do that in base game, but it's still kind of fun. Maybe they get attacked if they come over this way. So let me just get the tiers straight here. So Kobold, Ram, and then Snow Elf. Okay. And Snow Elf is a very high damage unit, actually. Speaking of which, let's... Nope. Town Hall's over here. Okay, town screen, very nice so far. I don't like how the town itself, like the Citadel Castle thing looks itself, but everything else looks very nice. City Hall. I think I'll go for... Okay, first aid tents. So these are first aid sort of faction, it appears. Nothing new over there. They didn't really do too many balance changes. They buffed Eagle Eye again after they'd nerfed it, so... Which is crazy to say. But that's the only major change. The gates here open with a password known only to representatives of the Land of Ice. Okay, I would like to pass. Alright, I think that's base game, just based on the faction. Yeah, teal flag. But the fact that they could say that instead of just only teal flag, I think might be new. Where is... I suppose my wood is over here? Presuming this map is made in a normal manner. Who is this pink fellow, and why do they have everything? Rhiannon. Reminds me a lot of the Mysterious Island, where they... The Conquest or whoever it is. No, the pirates own, like, the island. Or is it Conquest? I don't remember. A colliery. Like a coal mine? Let's see. Okay. Apparently... Okay, let's get some comparisons here. So, Tier 1 has 1 to 2 and 4 hit points. 8 hit points! Holy cow. Okay, wait a second here. 1 to 2 damage as well. And 3-3 versus 3-4. Okay, so kobolds are super tanky is what I'm taking from this, maybe? I think the only risk here is that there's 81 in a stack. Actually, I could probably just shoot them a bit before I worry about that. The ram up there. Does this ram have any sort of charge ability? Does not appear to. I wouldn't doubt if the upgrades do. Not every unit needs to have a special power, though. And I think it's probably better if they don't even. I think I can take every turn hit. Okay, I got them anyways. Okay, let's find out what a colliery is. The, oh, this is just Heroes 2. This is Urgon. Okay, yeah, so that looks great. Eichthorn looks pretty good too. Like, the portraits, great. Well done. Very well done. Liking those so far. Now, the Horn of the Abyss team Well, I mean, like, the competitive team in general trends to make Pandora's boxes positive, but the Horn of the Abyss team is a bit more traditional, so that might not actually be as good as it appears. But given that it's behind a quest gate, I hope it's good. That's pretty catchy in parts, for sure. Just I'm listening to the theme song right now. As a whole, though, I don't know how it stands. Oh, this is where kobolds are from. They're kobolds, not kobolds, apparently. Okay, let's grab those. I don't like how they're like... They used to have a big candle on their head. They have actually toned them back quite a bit. But they still got tails and things. They're very, like, World of Warcraft, which... I guess, to be fair, Heroes Might and Magic is based on D&D, not on real mythology, so... They don't have to be, like, dwarf spirits of the earth, but they do have a bit of that with their pickaxe and stuff, but... Yeah, so I can't be too harsh on that, given that the Gorgon exists, and the Behemoth is just straight up Star Wars. Okay, so I think it's like gold or kobolds or something like that, not gremlins, maybe. Or maybe it's either or. I would like to definitely have more of those archers. I'm not going to look too much at that. I just keep thinking that's the building. This allows the hero to learn the runes secondary skill. Well, I have to grab that at some point for sure. What does this do? Wooden ore. Okay, so very basic. Now, it did feel like Bulwark was going to be a bit more like defensive-based in theory. I'm not seeing that so far. This is improved trading. This is runes, so we don't know what those are. This is more mammoths. I feel like I want to get mammoths pretty quickly, too. Let's get the Hall of the... What do I need for Mountain Embassy? I need the Hall of the Build. Okay, so slow, expensive town, it's looking like, possibly. Yeah, that swell was like, definitely... They did that with the... Factory Town, where it had this big swell in the trailer music to get you really hyped up, and it did a great job. And then they repeated it for the Bulwark to a bit less effect, I would say. It's still good, but a bit less effect. But then I don't think the factory kept that for their town theme, whereas Bulwark did. That's a star fort. Okay, that's kind of neat. Lizardmen and gnolls of the Eastern Islands have entered into the service of demons. I wonder if they can do anything with that. That's interesting. I don't know if like the map can change with the scripting or anything. That'd be cool if you could like create volcanoes. I don't know. I don't know what the potential of the system is. I'm assuming that's too much to ask for, but at this point, I'm unsure what is what. Okay, shamans. Yeah, the plural of shaman is weird. I remember looking that up, and it was like shamans or something. Okay, mammoths are the tier 6. I thought they'd be like a tier 4, but I guess that they're going all in on the tanky guys. I definitely need wood. Jotuns just need the Shaman Fane, so let's go for the Shaman Fane then, I guess. It's nice to have a bit of extra money to start with. They do seem very expensive. Okay, they can shoot and cast Air Shield. Interesting. Okay. Let's pop over there and hand those guys, well, hand those guys over. So does my kingdom stat reflect, let's see. 64, 65, 66, 67 extra gold from... Oh, it does. Cool. Okay. Because a lot of the time the gold adding stuff breaks the game. I mean, Horn of the Abyss, they've always been known for their polish, so I'm not... I'm impressed, but it's like, yeah, this is what they do. Which is good for them, for sure. Okay, the gnolls are awed by the power of my force. Yes, I would like to fight... Maybe I just don't have an access to wood. Make it a bit more interesting. You're dead. 4 to 6 damage for a tier... Oh, this is a tier 3, to be fair. Okay. Wait on you. Kobolds are very slow. Actually, even the ram isn't... Oh, speed 7's not bad. Oh, they're really slow, actually. Holy cow. They should be dwarves. And how many shots do you get? 12. So you actually get quite a few shots. That was weird. It's like a ice ball or something. I guess I need to start throwing. Okay. I'll just defend down here. Uh-oh. Okay. Get you into cover. There we go. Okay, they couldn't make it. That's good for me. And easy kill there. I could take down one of those, but then I get hit, so let's... Okay, there we go. Let's be patient. And defend, 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 defend. Wait, so actually picking up a kobold isn't a bad thing, really, because you're getting free gold, right? If you pick up a kobold from one of those places. Like 500 gold or like 4 kobolds. Kobolds are going to take forever to pay off, but eventually it will. Ergon was one of my favorite heroes in Heroes 2, actually, so it's really cool that he's back. What's their, Urgon spent a lifelong and constant movement. He served in the Lord Slayer's guard in Enroth, guarded elven caravans in Jadam, and sold the sword in Antegaric, only to realize in his later years that he yearned for the place whereunto time itself seemed to come to a rest. That said, his skill in arranging swift marches is still there, whenever need arises. Yeah, I didn't even look at my specialty yet. Pathfinding skill reduces the cost of moving by an additional 5%. But pathfinding maxes out at 95, yeah. Okay. So it's just, even better in worse terrain, which I don't think matters. I guess that means you're actually moving faster than normal in, like, lava, potentially? Or no, is lava not a bad terrain? I don't remember if they changed that or not. But he's moving faster than normal in, like, say, a swamp. And not faster than normal as in he's moving less slowly, as he's actually moving, like, faster than most people would walk on good terrain, I think is the takeaway there. Okay, I already bought this turn. There is a warehouse of wood. I guess that's where I'm going to get my wood from. Not too many Pegasi. That shouldn't be too hard. Hopefully I have enough movement to... Oh, I don't think I will. Wow, that did nothing. Okay. I should definitely look into this whole ruin thing. Now that's a mistake. Uh-oh. Okay. I might send the rams forward as bait. They're pretty decently tough, actually. Why is that? Oh, 11 defense. Holy cow. I guess he has 5 defense. Okay. Wait on that one for a second. It's kind of weird, like, having a tier 1 you want to be defensive of, but it's a neat change. I like it. Okay, well that's unfortunate. I'll just have to buy... I could buy a citadel, I guess. I think I just want a lot of snow elves for now. So I'll go citadel. I don't know if... I think the Trapper's Lodge is a one-time visit. Let's see. Yeah, that's also a Heroes 2 thing, I believe. I like it when they wrap in some Heroes 2 stuff. Okay. It definitely feels like a faction that's growing on me, like, instantly, so that's nice. I'm almost going to want a dedicated wood person. I think that'll be Irk them for now. And... oh, I can grab the mammoths. Sure. I think they're my favorite model so far. Yeah, I like that. I like that in theory. We'll see how it feels in a moment, because I like that they're simple, but I don't know how well they actually put them together, and that will be the test in a moment here. What was I going to check? I wanted to see if this was a normal specialty thing, or if it was different. Looks like it's pretty standard specialty. Okay. He can't turn, like, hobbits into rams or something. Okay, what do you teach? Pathfinding. Swordsman. That seems like the swordsman. I mean, I could just take him out now, I guess. What else do I want? Free kobolds every... You want to get that as quick as you can, basically. That's free income right there. We've got a Hall of the Bold there for more elves. Bunch of Crusaders. I don't think I want to fight that just yet. Maybe I go back and get an army. Okay. And yeah, you get those kobolds, because I think we need to grab the kobolds. I guess you want to buy kobolds like day 1 every week. And is there a building that gives me more kobolds? Habens is more mammoths. A tier 6... Someone predicted this, actually, on the forums, that there would be a tier 6... it's cheap as well. Tier 6 horde building, which is crazy. So now there's a one for every single tier, I think? I guess it was kind of obvious in a way. Okay, what am I missing? Gems and money. Okay. I've got to see these runes. I also need to not be so poor. Oh yeah, let's do it. Okay, so it was 67. It is now 90, which means there's 23. Okay. So it does work if they're just sitting in the town. Does not work if they're sitting in the colliery, obviously. Okay. Now, do the upgrades give you better money deals? Altar of the Runes adds 1 rune level to the player's units at the beginning of combat. In the city or in general? What is runes? Do you want Ergon to master the lore of the runes? It's free. Basic runes allow heroes units to accumulate up to 3 rune levels in combat. Each rune level gives bonuses to stats. 2 attack, 2 defense, 1 speed. The bonuses of all achieved rune levels are cumulative. The unit gains 1 rune level when it attacks, 2 rune levels when it takes damage, and 3 rune levels when it takes a defensive stance. So if you just defend, then you're like max runes already. And so you get 2 attack, 2 defense, and 1 speed by defending? And does that last for the rest of combat? Kind of suggests it does. That's pretty big. Okay. And then I can just give +1 rune level at the start of combat somewhere? Is it like the Necromancer where it goes everywhere? It might. Fairhaven. I would like a castle. I would like tons of money. I think the Haven is kind of like too expensive. I'm going to grab this and see if I can get more money from it. So, Kobold Foremen are much faster with much better stats, but they still only generate 1 gold. And they cost way more. Okay, so Foremen, not worth it, I don't think. They're going to be like Skeleton Warriors. 120 health on it. Oh, it's basically a unicorn, I guess. But this is just the lower level. Alright. I think the Mammoth is the shining star so far. I really wish the ram only had 1 set of horns. Although, is there rams with 4 sets of horns in the real world? Maybe there is, and I just have no clue what I'm talking about. I wouldn't doubt it. Okay, shall I go? I want to go beat up something. I also wanted more elves, but I guess for now... Griffins? Let's go beat up some griffins. Okay. Do mammoths benefit from blessing? They very much do. Normal Heroes of My Magic music, it's so weird. Oh. Okay, so that was a tier 1 rune of... what was the order? This... I've given myself... 3. So he should have 12 attack right now, but he's 14. So it's attack, defense, speed. Alright. So that'll be a more attack now. Okay. Mammoth's gonna have to wait. There we go. Okay, why... It looks more like a... not a mastodon. Okay, walk animation was a little goofy. I didn't get... Like, I took damage there, but I only got 1 tier of rune, not 2 tiers of runes. Maybe it's the way it's written. So then I achieved rune level 3. Okay. Oh, are they written in... Elder Futark or something? My knowledge of Norse things is not the great. I'm glad that they're going for the round. It'd be kind of cool if there's a unit that like had a higher AI value than it should. So runes are not a magic system. That's very clear. They're much more like defense or offense. Wow. All right. Just get right into it then, I guess. Stuck in over here. Who do we have in the town? Mammoth Specialist. Tier 6 Specialist. It starts with a pretty solid army. What's the deal with that? What do you do? Same thing as a normal Specialist. Okay. And I can't afford anything else. Can you get me... There we go. A little bit more money. And I guess I'll get you to go hide for now. Then I'll send you forward. Everyone has such high defense here. Okay. I think they're definitely meant to be defensive. Darla has a troll somehow, but they're not super strong. Light blue and light blue. Okay, so I can get myself Ring of Conjuring. Woo! Okay. Maybe there'll be some sort of fancy quest trigger. That's what I'm hoping for with all this. Okay, you come back here, get ready to buy something good. Do I just go all in on mammoths? I kind of want to. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I guess I don't really have anything else to do. I could Let's just grab that so we have it for the future. So it seems like a very strong and stats faction as well. The Shaman almost have as much HP as the Troll, and I think they're both tier 4 or 5. I've never been good at tiers in this game. Okay, so Mammoth has the biggest damage range for sure. Waiting does nothing. And they're just outside the range of my Mammoth. Hope for a little luck, maybe? A little morale, I mean? Okay. And I have to be careful here. Every loss costs me money. What I would do for haste, huh? Okay, my spellcasting is just terrible. I guess that's what Power 1 does. Okay, come on, hit the rams. You know you want to. Please, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh. What did I just lose? 3 gold per turn. I can survive that. On the plus side, they're now like, powered up to 13 defense. Ooh, there we go. And I get another one? Yeah, okay, so it is every time you do it. Take the troll out. And just for testing... Actually, I don't want... Well, you can't reach at all. Okay. No, it's fine. I can do this for testing. So 0, tier 3. Okay. And pow. Alright. Equestrian's gloves, I'll take that. And earth magic. Weirdly, I almost want air magic more at this point. Because slowing down the enemy doesn't benefit me as much as speeding me up, but it's still earth magic, so what can I do? Armorer? Sure. Shaman Fame. Give you 1 Famen. Sure. 1 Famen. 1 Shaman. Do I wish to fight the guards? Give me a second. Ooh, I don't think I can get there and back. Maybe I can. Yeah, should be fine. Okay. Yes, I'll fight the guards. I'll take that. Get my shaman back on, and let's get down here. Pretty good song, by the way. Would recommend. Okay. Give you pathfinding. And send you back to the wood mines. Oh yeah, I like the mammoth building, that's cool. It's a little strange. You assume mammoths would be living in a forest or something. I don't actually know what mammoths ate. I've never thought about that. Must have been difficult to supply them. Okay, nothing special. Ring of Conjuring is still the ring of... Although, my guy is such a terrible spellcaster, the Ring of Conjuring is actually good for him. I don't want water magic. And I really want gold. I should probably take that imp cash, I guess. And maybe these battle dwarves. Okay, let's grab the Yetis. Might be my least favorite of the... they've improved them a lot. They used to look way different. Wasn't that Darla I just took out? The enemy commander is still alive? Who? Oh, okay, Solmond. Are these, like, the leaders of each faction? No, they're just other people? Okay. Okay. Are they just going to slowly appear through these portals and I just get to keep fighting them or something? Is that what's going on? That'd be interesting. I wonder how they did that if that's the case. And then is this like a single-player game, actually? And I'm just meant to defend this little island until I can take out the behemoths. Okay. Battle dwarves. I think I shall. Ooh. I just need a tiny bit more money. Is there a way to get money quicker? I could go for the imp cash. Alright, and then I can just head back. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Take him down. Ooh, I hope I don't lose too many kobolds here. Okay, that's not too bad. See if I can do any better. Familiars are fast. I don't know if my faction gets air magic or not, but I would very much like to have it. Okay, just go for it. Okay, that's fine. Get over there. Stay safe. poor Rams. They're very, very good damage soakers. But it means that I'm losing them. Man, the Mammoths, do they have really low attack or something? I feel like they're not hitting nearly as hard as their stats suggest. 20 damage, so that should be doing 80. I guess they're just, there's only 4 of them, to be fair. These Rams are doing, like, really high damage, seems like. Like, they should both be doing about 80, right? I don't know. Don't know why the Mammoths feel weirdly undamagey. Oh, he's got tons of movement. Okay. I'm grabbing the cap. Well, I guess I have to grab the castle first. Which means I need rock. Okay. Get a fair first, and then go for the castle next round. I assume it's just +1 to the rate. Let's see, where's the old market? That looks better than +1? I'm not sure. I wish to pursue... Wait. Good. Okay, defend. So the Shaman are really interesting because this army is super slow, so it would do really badly against archers. Except the Shaman kind of counteracts that problem. So it seems like the entire army is based around like being very defensive and slow, but then having things to mean that they're not actually defensive and slow. I'm tempted to take offense. Air magic would be really good, but on the other hand, just pure stats is fun, and let's just have fun, right? Okay. Now if I had first aid, I would be even more stat heavy, but I'd have to give up like earth magic, I guess, in that case. Or scouting. I can't with him, but that would probably be the first to go. I have to go stand by the colliery, so I'm ready for that next week. A kobold has brought odd news. Elven sorceress has opened portals to a distant uncharted land she calls the world of chaos. Okay. Elves are doing things. What have we here? A need for a little bit of stone. Okay, rather not. These guys can get morale, so I have to be careful about that. I think the Mammoth can take a hit from basically anything. They have very, like, Heroes 2 movement animations, actually. Like, not quite as... Oh, let's watch, like, the dwarves when they move next, and maybe we'll see what I mean. Yeah, it's not super noticeable, but you see how the dwarves look like they're walking, whereas these guys seem like they're sliding while their legs flail around? It'd fit in for an ice faction, I guess. How many more of these can you take? Let's just do that, and then let's see. 18. And then, of course, they actually get stronger when they get hit, so... Get up to full. Don't need you to get in there. And the Mammoth should be safe. Okay. So, my runes are currently limited just by my tier, I think, is what I understand. Don't want to fight that right now. Could do with some of that. And then let's go take out these Crusaders. And I assume there's going to be someone arriving through this portal this week who's going to be stronger. That's kind of how it's feeling, the setup for this. Okay, so castle is 3 more stone. Seems like if you were rich, you could get to the Jotun pretty quick. Which, you know, sounds obvious, but they're not a faction that takes forever. Although Horn of the Abyss in general has made it very easy to get new factions. One of the things I'm not a huge fan of. Oh, this is fun. It's got a little animation going on. What's that guy's face? I'm trying to... It's got like little googly eyes. Okay, get ready for the end of the week. And... give me kobolds. There we are. So yeah, this faction could become the richest money-making faction, but of course they have to keep their kobolds alive. So they have to decide, do I want to really utilize my kobolds, or do I want to... Like, you can theoretically do both, use your kobolds and not have them die, but that's going to be tricky. Alright. I probably should have waited until I had more archers. Okay. They're going to be here soon, so may as well start shooting. Okay, I'll just get that stat boost right now. And okay, I'll be safe over here. Keep the shaman safe. A little afraid of morale. I think I might go for the defend as well. It kind of gives you an incentive to defend on the first round of combat as well, so that you can jump in there the next round. It's neat. I don't know if it's just gimmicky or if it's got more to it than that, but so far it's kind of fun. Like, it is encouraging you to defend, which I guess is the non-gimmicky aspect of it. It definitely has an in-game purpose. Uh-oh. Oh, those goats aren't going to last much longer. And tier 3, nice. Get the strong mammoth. Yeah, I think the mammoth, I almost want to move with more weight. Like, slower and more powerfully. I swear these things hit way harder than their stats say. Okay, so new one adds the same thing again. Alright. If it's not broke, don't fix it. I shouldn't have stepped in there. And I already got those kobolds. Okay, just a dash of money, if you'd be so kind. Mere 150 ought to do it? Yeah. And capital. Capital stuff. I've got tons of troops. Got money coming in. Now I just need to be able to afford everything. Okay, and I'm going to send you back to drop off the kobolds, I guess? Or grab some more troops. Okay. You shouldn't be wasting your time. Let's send you here. Send you here. And... oh, I guess the hero could come from up here instead. Alright. I want more of everything. Altar of the Runes. I'll get that now that I'm at the tier 4, I guess, as well. Frostholm. Right. I still need to get the Jotuns. But for that, I'm going to need gems. Very resource intensive, a lot of this stuff. Does that keep going? No, it stops at the Altar of the Runes. Okay. I would like all the kobolds, of course. Should have done that for turn 1. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to buy the foremen. I'm going to leave those behind. That's something you have to keep an eye on. Probably best not to build that building in general. That's my theory anyways. I'm theory crafting what you want from this faction. Okay. Now he actually, well, that's his helmet. He's actually getting like no magic upgrades at all. I guess this is the chieftains don't do that. Maybe they're all chieftains right now. Maybe the non-chieftains don't have the same problem. Okay, everyone's a bit stronger already. I think we just fully defend here, basically. Except for you. Okay. Can't afford to do that with these guys, I don't think. But then I can just jump straight in there. Yeah. Gonna lose some more goats. I need to buy a bunch of goats. I almost want there to be a horde building for the goats. Wow, that's not insignificant at all. Throw in some morale as well, and then suddenly you've got these guys. Yeah, they move really smoothly. You see that? Like, it looks like they're in animation. They don't look like they're a 2D sprite. They look like they're a 3D sprite, which all of them are 3D sprites, but they managed to make them look very 2D before. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's too many frames per... I'm really not sure what's going on there. The barbarian Nell must be defeated. It'd be unwise to leave such a dangerous enemy behind. Okay. I assume that's this guy. Gems. I want gems, I guess. Okay. You don't need to be carrying these kobolds around. And in fact, for a scout hero, this is a terrible thing to be carrying around. Because they're super slow. Okay, I would like... Well, I would want this, obviously. To get that, I'm going to need gems. So in the meantime... I can't afford the elephants I have right now. I don't think I'm going to upgrade anything for the moment. It was a mistake to upgrade the kobolds, so maybe it's a mistake to upgrade the other guys. I guess I'll keep one foreman just for the speed. Okay. Let me back in here, and you're just sitting there. Okay. Where's the next hero coming from? Nothing yet. Alright, Krell, get back. I'm not playing very efficiently here, as you can see, of course. But... never been a fan of efficient play anyways, so... like, I could be taking his units to give him more movement in the next turn. I'll send you into the town to buy me more troops. Let's see, what's the fastest thing I have? We have got 6, 7, 6, 5, 5, 8. Tier 7s are always faster, and I really think that's one of the main things HoMM did, which I thought, yeah, that makes sense. We need to stop making the tier 7s so fast. Sometimes it really doesn't fit them, like the Hydra. Ah, is this our good friend? Well, it's Moira. Okay, excellent. I'll be right there, Moira. Hold on just a jiffy. Krell, hand him over. And step out of the way. And pow. No need to lose troops here, I don't think. This is pretty strong. Alright. Now, having a reason to defend is pretty fun, I have to say. Oh, I don't like that. 50% more damage if he tries anything funny. Maybe I should have shot them a bit more. They're a pretty fast unit. Okay, no, I'm not getting the gems. Not falling for that this time. I'm just heading straight over here. You grab those gems. Hopefully there's a lot. 4 is an amount. Ring of Suppression's really rather good. Bring that over to you. I would like more mammoths. Yeah. Mammoths. Goats. There you go. How far away are they? Close enough, I probably shouldn't grab his troops away from him. Yeah. Okay. Get ready for more troops. And we'll end right there. Also, what I noticed, I've never noticed this until very recently. There's a little flag above a city if it has a capital built in it. It's just a little pro tip if you're like me and for 20 years you've never noticed details of the game that everyone else has probably seen time and time again. Okay. Doing a little poor on the money front. But I might, actually what I could do, send you over this way. That's a pretty easy fight. Okay, apparently not. What's the deal here? Good stats, good spells maybe? Defend. And defend. Okay. Still no archers. I'm too slow to do much over there. Okay. Defend again? It's tempting. I could wait. Take what I can get in that front. Okay. Good stuff. Can't really save everyone, but I could... If those guys had defended, they could move faster. Ooh, counter. Okay, that's fine. We're looking at almost no kills. Something is going on with these mammoths. 180 damage should kill about 18. Okay, no, that's right. Something's going on with these goats. You can't get up there if I do that. 4 to 5. The goat's pretty consistent damage. Maybe it's just the sheer numbers of the goats. Don't know. Okay, this mammoth is about to get wrecked. Now, in theory, I just realized this far too late. Ow. But if you could do a half damage attack against a swordsman, sorry, against a crusader, or a full damage attack against a swordsman, you should probably do the half damage against the crusader because they do twice as much damage. I hadn't really thought of that before. So I'm seeing numbers here, it's not just random symbols. I think that's what's going on. Okay, defend. This goat is going to get wrecked. Might be doing worse than the AI did here. At least I have more mammoths. E. Okay. Okay, the mammoths are actually faster now than these guys. No one's running away, and they're just giving me Equestrian's gloves. Strange. Don't have much use for earth magic right now. He sucks so much at magic, actually. I wonder if I should have even gone into that. I think I'll take logistics, because there's no bad path right now. Okay, so that's that quest done. Now my income has just suffered like crazy, though. Very weird dynamic. So the next hero is going to come from up here. And they'll take those resources unless I get them first. And the colliery is good. Okay, good. I could just pop down. I think I will. 7,500. And now Palant is the next to kill. Okay. And I assume I know where he's coming from. Got a feeling I'm going to want that in the long run. Frostholm. It's so expensive, though. Upgraded mammoths. Upgraded... The steel elves might be good. I don't know what our Guiley... Oh, that's the more goats. Ooh, what do I want? I kind of want to upgrade everything, except the Yetis. I don't know what they're about yet. Actually, let's look at these guys. What are they? Recovers from negative effects in 1 round. Huh. Like slow and everything? That would be really interesting. Like if it's not just poison and aging and whatnot, but it's actually slow and blind, that would be really, really good. I like that a lot. Mammoths? Mammoths. Mammoths are too fun. Come on, I got it. Okay, what's the difference? War mammoth and a mammoth. So mammoth 120, 135, so that's the highest health tier 6. Damage is the same, speed is a little bit faster, defense and attack are up a bit, and oh! 100% defense and defensive stance. So you stick that guy in a hole in your wall, and then he just never leaves. That is cool. Okay. Erktham, I need you to kidnap all of the mammoths. And I need you to hand them over here. And I need you to give me that. And then I need Krell to run away. And to upgrade all these mammoths. Oh, they're cheap as well. Hang on. What's the cost difference there? 150. Okay. And then I need you to actually go away and buy... I want to see what this diplomacy specialty is. Okay, so she's a surrender specialist as well. Kinda boring. Give me the Hall of the Bold. And what are these guys like? Let's see. So no melee penalty was the thing here. 4 to 6. Still 4 to 6. Double the shots. +1 movement. A little bit more health. Kind of a Medusa style upgrade. Not very expensive though, so definitely worth having. I finally seem to be doing all right on the money front. I won't grab the Yetis yet, because I don't have the space for them. I'll just hand you over like that. I'll keep one of these if you don't mind, though. Oh, okay. And Urktham, you can hand over this ring. Do I want to keep this Ring of Conjuring? I don't think so. There's an argument for it, but I don't think I will. Okay, and I will take all your elves. And we'll do the same thing here. Upgrade the elves, very cheap. Start moving out, and I'll take him out of the castle just so I remember that he's in there. Okay, and I can't really get those elves back this turn. I don't think I need them to fight some Dendroids. The mammoths should handle this. Okay, I've got to see this mammoth thing in action, though. So, defend. Defend. So, 28 defense. Is it going to be base defense, or is it going to be all defense? It's all defense. Holy cow. Okay, so all units are going to do 1/3 damage to these elephants, essentially. Except for behemoths, I guess? Halflings, maybe? Wow, you do not want to be slow against Bulwark. That's kind of a weird realization I just had. But they can spend so much time powering up. Which is almost the opposite of the design, it feels like. Like, it feels like the design is that they're meant to resist the fast armies in a way with their slow but steady, but I don't know, maybe not. Okay. Mammoth is definitely my favorite unit so far. Okay. Now they need a unit like the Mammoth, but it does it with attack instead of defense. I don't think that'd even be fun, that'd just be crazy. Okay, Mammoth. Oh yeah. Blessed are the Mammoths. So you just stick the Mammoth in the middle of their army and then you just hit defend. Let them go to town. Well, of course they should avoid you. If they have any sense in their head. Okay, now it's just the Zealots, right? Yeah. Alright, that fight's gonna be less fun. I think the Shaman will be good there, though, hopefully. Yeah, all good. Okay, pop down here. Odina can grab that for me. And Urktham. Oh, okay. Now let's see. What I'll do is do one of those. Send Urktham down here. Resupply my poor diminishing stocks of kobolds. And Krell can hand over the troops. I guess I'll give you a ram. Alright. And then... very slow to get the Jotuns right now. I could also take on those potentially. I don't know what's in there exactly, but it might not be a bad fight. I definitely want more shamans. And let's see. You can go back to the town to buy me troops. And what do we have now? Frigid Spur for better goats. I have been liking the goats. I think speed will be good against these zealots. Oh, they're like icy. Okay, see, these are the kind of horns I wanted to see earlier. But imagine you get rid of this top row of horns here, and you get rid of this top row of horns here. I think you have a better unit overall. But this might be a real thing, so I don't know. Okay, let's see. Immune to ice. Oh no, the strongest school of magic. Adjacent enemies get more spell damage? Enemies receive more spell damage. Oh, so you stick them... so these guys are meant to just charge in there and then... huh, okay. And stat-wise, they are a little bit faster and a little bit better stats, so pretty standard sort of upgrade. Get the basic kobolds this time round. More shaman. I guess I want the goats. Argyle. Okay, fall back. There's going to be someone coming through this gate. Yeti have talked about... So every unit in a tier, there's definitely a very patterny pattern to this game. To this map. Okay. Liking it so far, actually. It's very different from a normal map, but it's kind of fun. Okay. Head back to town. Grab the troops. Grab some more of those guys. Grab a couple elephants. And Aragon. There you go. Okay, POW. I think speed will be more important, but I might be able to get those for him anyways. Well, I'm going to fight them this turn, I guess, so no. Okay, so no... We're going to split the Shaman this time around. And they're going to hopefully air shield my softer units. Although my whole army's pretty tanky. Have you fall back a little in case an attack comes from one of those gates. Okay. Alright, Zealots are going down. That looks pretty good. Now, is the correct play to defend or to wait? It's a tricky one. I think I make it in 2 turns either way, so I'll wait. Ow. Who just shot? Okay, so now it's becoming less and less efficient for them to take those guys on. Chuck an air shield up. Oh. Why did that happen? They achieve rune level 2. Which was the equivalent of doing damage or receiving damage? It's you. And then you. Okay. Charge. Now my guys are faster. Yeah, they're not really a slow faction exactly. They're just slow to start more than anything. These are Zealots, so really, now that I have Air Shield, I don't actually want to attack the stronger stack. Kind of an unusual ranged unit fight. Get that speed. The Zealots, they do the same damage in or out of range, right? So defend that. Go for the weaker stack. Actually, hang on, you're standing next to me. Wow. Now you're the weaker stack. I guess I should have gone for that stack. It's very weird. The thought processes here are very non-standard. Okay, that plus 20 damage is fun. More speed. And turn around. I can't grab that this turn anyways, so yeah. Start heading for this hero. Okay. You can grab the Shaman. Grab some speed maybe. No, yeah, I'm not feeling Earth Magic right now. Although, what is my, very standard so far. Bit of fire, bit of water. Okay. Those Argyles upgraded. We got a elite amount of money. Da, 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 da. Very catchy, that little refrain there. Hopefully I can get Jotun this turn. Or this week, I mean. I'll, maybe by killing this person, it'll open that up for me. Okay, you can help with a chain if I need one. Now let's do the old, just quick peek here to make sure I'm not missing something, hiding behind something else. I don't think so. We got some gold coming in. Definitely some good C's over here. Okay, what are you like? You're just waiting. What am I gonna do here? Keep saving that money. Yeah, yep. Okay, Shaman Fane. Won't get that for now. And won't get that either. Okay. And just save them. I think I want a bigger army. That reminds me of some other hero song. From number 2, I think. They seem to very much use number 2 as their inspiration, which is perfect place to be. I think number 3 would benefit greatly from being more like number 2. Okay. Alright, I am ready when you are. And I'll just sit here ready for them as well. Okay. Any second now. If the pattern holds. Get up here. Okay. One more turn. Let's see. Didn't come. Okay, maybe they're scared. Let's go with... Let's grab some Jotun. So all I need is 10, 10, 10. Give me a gem. Give me a gem. Very useful, this fair, for this map in particular, which is probably why they built the map the way they did. Okay. Tell me about yourself, Jotun. I believe they're supposed to be the... Okay. It's not actually very high defense in a way. Pretty high damage. Let's get a proper... What did I just build? Jotuns. The Jotuns get this little hut, and the goats get these icy cliffs. I guess that makes sense. Okay. -1 to enemy flying unit speed. Okay, so these guys, you stick them in a castle, and then you stick the mammoth in the hole, and nobody gets to you ever. You put some air shields up. Yeah, I could see these guys being really good castle defenders. I thought they were going to make the castles themselves have more features, but maybe that's still coming. Maybe they're still tweaking that. Teleport an ally once per combat. -1 to flying unit speed. That's a lot of fun stuff in there. They don't seem to be very... Like, their stats are okay. Yeah. Like, an angel's better, but that's an angel, so... Pretty solid all around, seems like. Okay. It's just the Yeti I haven't had a chance to let shine at this point. Can I trade you? And you get out of the way. Oh, there's... My map look didn't even show that to me. So much for that strat. Let's upgrade you. And we have no shipment upgrade yet. Great. Okay. I think I'm going to have to go fight these guys down here then, if they're not going to come out there. So I'll just block myself off. Expert plays. Okay. Good. Fine. Month of the Beetle. Troop, sir. Sorry about blocking you off. There you go. You should get out of there in case someone comes from that direction while Ergon is erstwhile occupied. Engaged. It was right there. Okay, let's pop down here, and let's... And it could be that the scripting's going behind the scenes, right? Like, it might be, this gate doesn't open until Teal kills the hero that is down here, or something like that. Which would be pretty cool. I guess we're going for this, finally. Now, what do Warlords need? Same thing, but more so. Very Titans from Heroes 2. Or Heroes 3, for that matter. Now, who is going to be my champion? I think Krell. Okay, oh, we forgot to grab those. Let's see. Krell, if you would be so kind. Can't just throw away money like that. Alright. I don't actually know what's through here. Any range? No. Okay, so back to the old Kobold strat. Maybe? It feels weird using the Kobold as a defensive unit given everything. Alright. I'll take it. Okay. Medusas. Medusas. Strange. I don't know. Okay, I'll take it. And get that at wisdom. Alright, now we need to figure out where this hero is. Armor of Wonder. I mean, it's better than nothing. Got more gems out here as well. I might need to send Urkthun to come help me with this. I'm still scared of, like, this Palant person. Doing alright so far. Oh, I forgot to buy the kobolds. Again. Normally it's better to have your money, spend your money only when you need to, but... Okay, there's their city. Just hit him. Whoa. Okay, let's not do whatever that was. Oh, they're so fast. Okay. Good stuff. Invincible mammoths. They buffed their explosions for the single units. So now it's 95 instead of 75, I believe. Uh-oh. That did nothing. I should have moved these guys. Now what do I do? Run away. Wait. Run away. Just hope this doesn't hurt too bad. Oh, it's gonna hurt so bad though. But I can't kill them with these other guys. Okay, let's see. Get out of the way, let the mammoth take the hit. Except that these are the guys that should have moved. Okay, well this is gonna suck. Ow. It's neat. A lot of the things they've... Oh, that is not good at all. Okay. Wait. Run away. Defend. A lot of things they've done are like, you can't just use your old tried and true tactics. Like, that's a lot of the latest, like the factory in the Bulwark, which is neat. Man, imagine if I had first aid as well. Those mammoths would be like a tier 6. Okay, Neil, you're going down. Do I want to fight? No? Not... Why would I do that? Okay. A whole lot of purple over here. Oh, I see. The purple get the purple gate. I see. Okay. Very carefully walk this way. You're ready for an invasion, I hope. Upgrade the shaman. I want to see what they do. Okay, upgraded shaman. Where do shaman come from? Little huts? No. Mage guilds. Ah, from Stonehenges. Oh. Yeah. I kind of like it. I don't know about the skull mask, but otherwise. Maybe they're just bird people. There are a lot of humanoids. Well, not too many, actually. It's not... It's about as bad as, like, the Stronghold, but still. I like I mean, Heroes 3 has a problem with humanoids in general. Okay, let's see anyways. Cast air shield still, freezing shot. Right, I saw that in the trailer. They can, like... It's essentially a blind or paralyzed, but the unit turns blue. Wow, that's way better. Also double the shots. One more movement. And... bunch more defense. Okay. So yeah, definitely look like they're solid. And we have this, right? Just to be... Yeah, okay. You can come back, hand those off. Pow. And then Krail can go over to the Snow Elves. And you get those out of your army. Any second now. No, not yet. Okay. Heading on in. Heading on down. Not very strong. Don't want to let them get stronger. Okay. Don't need those losses. Man, what I would... Actually, slow is pretty... Yeah, slow is really good. Forget haste. Slow's what this is about. This army's about standing still and doing nothing. Yeah. About being greedy with it, too. Okay. Now, I learned my lesson. I need the kobolds to be defending my archers. Oh, they're so fast. Just so unreasonably fast. Okay. Just let them destroy my tent. Come on, hit the mammoth. You know you want to. Do it. Hit the mammoth. Cowards. Okay. Oh, yeah. These guys might, like, forget favorite unit in this expansion. These might be my favorite unit in the game if they keep this up. Okay. That looks like it would hurt. Get in there. Besides the animations are a little weird. But maybe they're based on how elephants walk? I mean, elephants are weird. It's kind of like, there was a game designer, he wrote a book, I can't remember what it was called. It's the book on game design. He was a game designer for Disney. And he believed that you should do things that made sense to the your customers rather than things that made sense to how reality is actually structured. So for instance, the ships didn't have their flags flying forward because ships' flags do blow forwards, not backwards. But he actually made the ships blow backwards because people thought that's how it'd be, and he didn't want them to be confused by that. He wanted them to be focused on playing the game instead. I see his point, but I think that reality in the long run wins out, and it ages your game once the cultural view on everything shifts. Wow, morale would be really good for this army. Okay, I think they really nailed it with the rune system, actually. Big fan. Because basically, you really want to have high morale in this army more than normal, because it means you get a hit, you buff yourself, and then you get to go again. Like, it's just win-win-win. Can I do anything to you? No. I can stand by... That would be weird. I kind of want to do it just to do it. So, okay, so I stand there. I hurt my goats. And then I kill a little bit more. Yes! That's kind of neat. Okay. I wonder if this army's going to be overpowered, actually. Like, they're slow, so that'll be a huge disadvantage on the overworld. Except Ergon is so fast that he kind of counteracts that whole problem. I mean, this is a very easy map that I'm playing on an easier difficulty as well. I mean, it might be harder if I was playing on harder... It might be harder if I was playing on harder difficulty. You never know with this sort of thing. But, okay, so that's you. Get down. Is there any reason for me to go here? Hall of Valhalla. There is. Has that always been there? No, normally it pops up here. Okay. That must be an HD mod thing that they just changed. Maybe this will be my path back. Let's see, what does this say? Kill Neil? Yes, okay, so this is how I get back. Nah, that's fine for now. Oh, right, Armor of Wonder. Okay. Armor of... I think they're going to wait until I have this false sense of security and I don't have any armies back home, and then they're going to send a huge force in to take my castle, and then I'll be like, no! How could I have not foreseen this? But the thing is, I have foreseen it. Okay. 21 elves. The growth might be a little... 31, that's a lot. 31, holy cow. 18, 15, 8, 7. No, the growth is pretty solid. I was going to say maybe they're balanced with low growth or something. Might just be high cost. I will... Well, wisdom is good to have just in case you need it. Several Cyclops. What do you want? Okay, I don't want... Like, it's just a Cyclops cave. I mean, jeez. Oh, it's this problem again. Map designers, can you please not do this with your maps where you need to go into the town to keep walking, because I will just have my heroes trapped forever. I'm too stupid for that sort of thing. Could you get a first aid tent for our good friend Ergon over here? This town really fits Ergon too. It's cool that they brought back one of my favorite heroes in a completely different way. Okay, you were doing nothing with this place. I'm just gonna grab that marketplace. And... pop you up here, chuck over some elves. And... what do I do with you now? I think cobalt duty is more important than wood duty. Okay. No, I think the powers of this faction are some of my favorite powers of any faction. They feel very Stronghold. Sorry, not Stronghold. Fortress. Like they have a ton of crazy powers to make up for their slowness, except the difference is they don't suck. Although, if you give Hydras regen, which I may have done, may or may not have done, you can't prove it, I think it does really balance it out. Okay, Negas. If I had Earth Magic... Actually, hang on. Slow? No slow. Which way do I crash? But I'm having so much fun. Again, these aren't going to be very well edited or anything. It's just I want to get out there and play. Maybe it's a bit cheap, I don't know. If you think this is like counter to the whole ethos of my channel, please do let me know. And I will consider it, and give me reasons as well, and I will think about it, because I'm not sure right now if this is what I want to do or not. I had just bought, no I hadn't, okay, so say that. Take these guys down, that's the same. Now in theory, I should have to do something different if I don't want it to crash, so... Bunch of negas, jeez. That's a scary idea. My army's pretty good. I don't want to fight a bunch of negas. We're just gonna go this way. Leads to the Silver Caves. You have to kill Nell. Yes, please. Mammoth stalls. Don't mind if I do. Oh yeah. Okay, and Seer set down here. And gems. Okay, this is looking like the right path for sure. Who needs those negas? Let's see. Go down here. Good, good, good. Get ready over there. Okay, and save game. And let's see if I can build this mage guild this time. And same, yeah, okay. Haste though, haste is good. Okay, save game. You're always going to expect a little bit of instability after a big change like this, like adding a whole new town. Sorry, adding a whole new town. All right, well that was it. I am having a lot of fun with them. I do have my little gripes here and there, but overall, very enjoyable, very cool powers. Every power has been interesting so far. The mammoths might be my new favorite unit in the game, so that's pretty awesome. I'm excited to keep on playing this. I tried to pick this like the quickest map I could, but I also wanted a map that had the new features in it, so I took the large map instead of the small map, which maybe is a weird way to do it. But yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I think I'm just going to upload it like as fast as I can essentially. So expect a deluge, maybe once a week. I'm not sure how I'll do it yet. But a deluge of mostly unedited, more live stream style videos, although I'm not live streaming of course. And I will see you in the next one. All right, take care.